Last round in Arlington had the makings of a historic Texas showdown. Blue Thunder stormed into the home of the Cowboys and doubled down on the field with championship dreams on the horizon. But an epic fall in freestyle allowed bad company to crush those dreams in chaotic fashion.
Oh, he's got it!
The five-time world champion who left Texas with the trophy. However, the professor still sits at the head of the class. This is Stadium Championship Series Red. This is round 14. This is Monster Jam.
Some huge air. He can save it right there. He can save it. Holy cow! Awesome move. Look at that. And he's got it. Cowabunga. Big air out of the box. Beautiful. Yeah!
The road to World Finals begins now. Welcome to the Motor City, Detroit, Michigan for round 14 of the 2022 Monster Jam season. Tonight, over 50,000 strong will be on hand in Detroit Rock City to see some of the sport's biggest stars as Stadium Championship Series Red takes over Ford Field. Good evening, everyone. I'm Scott Jordan, joined as always by Colt Stevens. And this series has been very competitive at the top between Tom Meents, Todd Leduc, and Adam Anderson. Cole Thomas proving he can still get it done after 25 years. Does this surprise you at all?
There's no way that surprises me, Scott. You know, Tom Meents is one of the best in the business and has been for many years, but he has to be careful. He cannot allow Todd and Adam to gain any ground here in Detroit.
If Adam and Todd are going to make a move, they really need to gain some ground over these next two rounds, because once we leave Detroit, this series goes into arenas for a month and no points towards the series there. So just 5 events left after that to get any points at all. There's got to be some kind of pressure mounting for the other drivers.
Oh, definitely some pressure on Adam and Todd. You know, they both need to get as many points as possible as fast as they can, because anything can happen here in Monster Jam. We know that. And if they don't get as many points as they can now, it could definitely hurt them in the future.
Let's take a look at the driver lineup for Stadium Championship Series Red. We mentioned Leduc, Anderson, and Meents, but who else tonight steps up and makes a stand in Michigan?
You know, I'm going to have to go with my buddy, the only driver that has 2 freestyle wins on this tour so far, John Gordon in bad company.
Let's update you now on the season point standings. Tom Meents, a 13-point lead over Todd Leduc. He's got a 1-point lead over Adam Anderson, so a lot on the line here. Every competition is crucial when it comes to Stadium Championship Series Red. Now, Blue Thunder's Todd Leduc is trying to make a move into that top spot on this series, and he is standing by right now with their own Leslie Mears, who is trackside with the 2-time World Finals champion in this UNOH pit report. Leslie.
So 1 round ago, you had an opportunity to really make some gains in freestyle, and you had a little bit of a misstep. So what happened out there?
You know what, we were on an all-time high, winning racing and winning skills. I felt invincible that night, and right off the bat, right when he said 90 seconds, normally I play a little bit safe, but this year we're driving with my heart. That's our motto this year, and right when it hit 90, man, I went for that giant transfer, and the dirt guys, not blaming them, they put the dirt right in that narrow chute. I clipped it, rolled the truck over, my heart just sunk, you know, but it's racing, it's part of it, and I do not want to lose this championship because I played it safe. I'd rather lose it going down swinging and being spectacular.
It's time now for track talk. Cole, let's talk about what cost Todd the freestyle win and the event championship. You know, they're going to make changes on the track in between competitions. They took some dirt out of the race lanes, put it in that narrow chute. He hit it, he rolled, but as a driver, how do you prepare for those track changes?
You know, I couldn't agree with Todd more that was a bad place to put those. And what that is the turn pod. You see in racing, they have these corners of pod that kind of keeps the drivers in a certain location so they can't cut too far in. They take those turn pods during skills and freestyle and move them out. They also push up the race lanes and make them steeper so you can get some bigger air. The drivers have to recognize this and know that it's there before they go out for freestyle. So either hopefully they see it, or a crew chief or somebody is talking to them telling them it's there, because if not, it can cost them during the run, just like it did for Todd in that previous round.
Let's take a look at the event breakdown for round 14. 3 competitions, racing, the Great Clip Skills Challenge, and freestyle. Points are awarded based on finish. 12 points go to the winner, and it goes down from there, and the driver with the most points at the end of the night is crowned the event champion. Now let's check out the racing bracket. Round 1, Black Pearl versus Overboard. Great Clips Mohawk Warrior against Lucas Stabilizer. El Toro Loco versus Jester. And Kraken versus Bad Company in round 2. The first round buys belong to Max D, Saigon Shaker, Gravedigger, and Blue Thunder. Looking at round 2, Colt, I see all 3 of the drivers at the top of the point series already advancing, and then Ryan Disharoon gets in there as well with the bye.
Yeah, that's definitely awesome having Ryan Disharoon getting a fast time in the previous round, but you know, Tom Meents has got to be breathing a little bit easy, knowing that both the other drivers that are right there nipping at his heels are on the other side of the bracket, so that makes it a little bit easier for him. Not saying he's got it easy in racing, he's still got to do good, but he doesn't have to go against the guys that are nipping at his heels right away.
Let's get started here with Monster Jam Racing. Up first in the red lane out of Murdo, South Dakota, it's Cole Vennard in the Black Pearl, and his opponent in the gray lane out of Fortville, Indiana, Jamie Garner in Overboard. And we are off and running here in round 1 of racing. Both great off the jump. Into the first turn we go. And Jamie Garner has the advantage. This will be a small upset if he doesn't. He hits the pod.
Jamie spins out.
And Cole Vennard will win this when Jamie Garner hit the pod and then it broke loose. Take us into the Super Glue to the action replay.
You can see here Jamie comes to that gray side at last corner, really slings in, ends up over-rotating and spinning out. Cole Vennard takes an easy win.
Up next here in round 1, it is Mark Liss and El Toro Loco in the gray lane. His opponent, Aaron Kane and Jester in the red lane. Colt, what can you tell us about Aaron Kane?
Aaron Kane actually came from a truck called Quad Chaos. He's first time driving this truck this year, was yesterday in practice, so it's going to be very interesting.
Came here to Detroit in 2017 in Quad Chaos and did really well. And now back behind the wheel of a Monster Jam truck with Jester Matt Pagliarulo sitting this one out. And Aaron Kane gets the nod up against Mark List.
Oh, Aaron Kane has something broken in the front end. The right front was not pulling off the line.
Slow off the line. You said it. Mark List has the opportunity, and that's all he needs. Gets a nose down hard on the landing. Final turn coming up for El Toro Loco. And Mark List gets an easy win. Moving on to round 2. Next up here in round 1, Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer up against Bryce Kenny, Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. So Colt, even though Cynthia is from Quebec, Canada, this is sort of a home show for her. Just 10 hours away. Her family's here. Friends are here. A lot on the line tonight for Cynthia.
Yeah, Cynthia's got to be feeling the pressure. Not only that, she was having issues with her truck. She wasn't able to fire and come to the line right away, so hopefully that doesn't affect her race here.
Bryce Kenny takes a whole shot across the line. And Cynthia goes wide and slow on the turn. Something's going on with Lucas Stabilizer.
She misses the rear steer on that one, Scott. She did not rear steer in time coming out of that corner on the gray side.
So Great Clips Mohawk Warrior is going to advance. Our final matchup in round 1, it is Nick Pagliarulo and Kraken up against John Gordon in Bad Company. Winner advances to take on Todd Leduc in Blue Thunder. And Bad Company gets to the chalk first. Into the turn we go.
Absolutely great corner by Bad Company. Kraken is out deep.
John Gordon maintains the lead at the halfway point. Kraken goes wide. Final turn. Kraken goes up.
Oh, but John might not have hit the race lane. I need to go back and look at the replay.
Yeah, let's take a look at the Super Glue to the action replay. Cole, wild finish here.
Let's see here. John comes across. It does not look like he got his right front across the race lane, but Kraken's all over the place too. So will that 5 seconds, it's going to have to go to the tech officials. Bad Company gets the win. He did get a 5-second penalty, but it still was enough to beat Kraken.
So a wild finish. 2 trucks getting across the finish line, or 2 trucks getting 5-second penalties. John Gordon, Bad Company will advance. Let's take a look now at the round 2 bracket. Max D against Black Pearl, Saigon Shaker against Great Clips Mohawk Warrior, Gravedigger going up against El Toro Loco, and Blue Thunder against Bad Company. We're through round 1 of the bracket, and in round 2, the top 3 drivers in the series hit the track for the first time. It's Max D, Blue Thunder, and Gravedigger when Monster Jam returns. Welcome back to Detroit for round 2 of Monster Jam Racing. Our first matchup is Max D against the Black Pearl. But first, let's check in with Leslie Mears. Leslie,
Guys, Tom told his crew chief that he wanted to be in the right lane because he's actually got better visibility over there, and he can see that jump a little bit better because it's not blocked by the jump right next to it.
Thank you, Leslie. So, of course, lane choice always imperative here, and the first pass from the previous round gets Tom Meents the bye. He has that opportunity no matter what time Colton got in round one. Colton, look at the turn for Colton. What a turn, and he has got the lead. Tom Meents could go out early.
This is big. Cole is laying it down, buddy.
Look at Tom on 3 wheels.
I mean, he just blew the doors off Tom.
18.506. It is the fastest time of the night. So Colton on a rail knocks Tom Meents out of the racing bracket. Now pressure on Todd Leduc and Adam Anderson to advance. Up next in round 2, Bryce Kenny, Great Clips Mohawk Warrior against Ryan Disharoon and Saigon Shaker. Let's rejoin Leslie on the track.
Guys, Ryan Disharoon watched a lot of videos to help improve his racing, and he found out that he was using a lot of front steer as he was racing on the course. And he said you kind of forget sometimes when you've been out of the seat for a while that you've got that rear steer, but it's imperative if you're going to win in this style racing.
Into the first turn, Bryce Kenny takes it tight. Saigon Shaker out wide.
Yeah, way too wide from Ryan.
Comes off a little wobbly, up on 2 wheels with a bicycle. And Bryce Kenny is going to get the win and advance to the semifinals. Take a look at the super glue to the action replay.
So as we see, this track is changing a lot. It's blowing a lot of that top layer of dirt. Both drivers in that race hiked up. You can see the first one, Bryce comes around on this red side. He hikes up, but not near as bad as Ryan in the gray lane, costing Ryan the race.
Next up in round 2, Adam Anderson and Gravedigger. He takes a red lane. His opponent, Mark List, El Toro Loco. Adam Anderson has the most racing competition wins in this series with 4, and the best racing winning percentage on this series as well. So a tough draw for Mark List.
Adam absolutely nailing that start.
Yeah, but Mark List right there with him.
Uh-oh, Adam hits a turn pod. Still got the lead, though.
Oh, Mark List goes up same place, Saigon Shaker.
Look at Adam throw that truck in the corner.
Mark List gets all kinds of crazy on that landing, still can't get it right. And Gravedigger will advance. Here's a super glue to the action replay.
Watch Adam as he comes into this last corner over here. He just slings that truck in there like he's in a drift car, absolutely drifting that corner perfectly all the way around for the win.
As we continue in round 2, Todd Leduc Blue Thunder in the red lane, John Gordon Bad Company in the gray lane. Todd loses this. Adam jumps up into second place in the series points. Todd with a great jump. He's got the lead into the first turn.
Oh, man, this is going to be a good one, Scott. They are so close right now.
John Gordon's got the lead now.
Uh-oh, bad bounce to John.
Everybody's bouncing here off the red race ramp.
Oh!
And Todd Leduc.
Oh, John just sent that truck across the finish line, but it's not going to be enough.
18.664, not fast enough to beat Adam Anderson's time, so Gravedigger will get lane choice. Let's take a look at the semifinal bracket. It'll be Colton in the Black Pearl against Bryce Kenny, Great Clips Mohawk Warrior, and then on the other side, Adam Anderson and Gravedigger against Todd Leduc and Blue Thunder. As we get ready for the semifinals, let's check back in with Leslie Mears.
Guys, Colton has never competed here, so when I asked him about the dirt earlier, he was really unsure. He was unsure how it was going to react to the pit party, but he did tell me one thing, that if it packs it and gets tacky, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Thank you, Leslie. All right, so Bryce Kenny, Colton lined up in his career. They've 5-7 record against Bryce Kenny, so it has not been on the winning end as much as he'd like. A tough matchup here. I can't call this one.
It's crazy as drivers how we remember dirt in different locations. We actually can remember how the dirt acted and adjust our driving to it.
We're off and running in the semifinals. A lot of smoke coming out of Black Pearl on the start. We'll see if Kenny can take advantage. And he hits the pod. Look at the adjustment from Colton. He hits the pod, gets it right back in shape.
He's trying to stay nice and tight. Is that going to be the advantage? It's going to be
Across
close.
the finish, and Bryce Kenny gets the racing win. Take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay.
You can see here as Colton comes to the first corner, he hits a turn pod. He's trying to stay nice and tight, not push too wide. Unfortunately, clipping that turn pod cost him the race.
Up next in the semifinals, Adam Anderson and Gravedigger against Todd Leduc in Blue Thunder.
And this is very interesting. Adam has taken Todd's lane. He preferred the red lane, but Adam's got it. Great start by Adam, out of the hole in a hurry.
This is crucial for the series points. Second place on the line.
You see Adam check up right there? Nice, staying low to the ground, not jumping real big, keeping the tires spinning, but oh my gosh.
Got it. Oh, we got to know if he got the wheels across.
I know, this is going to be interesting. I think he did get both tires across, but wow, that was close.
Take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay.
It looks like he did, Scott, barely. Let's see what the tech officials say.
What a finish. It looks like Adam Anderson and Gravedigger will advance. So the finals are set. Two longtime friends, longtime rivals. Bryce Kenny, Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. Adam Anderson in Gravedigger will meet for the racing win. 12 start of the night, only 2 remain. We will find out who will stand tall in victory lane when the racing finals begin next on Monster Jam. Welcome back to Motown for the Monster Jam Racing Finals. It is Bryce Kenny against Adam Anderson. So Bryce Kenny, an opportunity to win his first racing competition of the season and get a great jump, but he's up against Adam Anderson. He's only 8-20 in his career against Adam, so not the person you want to see across the lane from you if you're Bryce Kenny.
Oh, they're good friends off the track, but on the track, they battle each other each time. Unfortunately, Bryce has been on the losing stick almost every time.
We are off in the finals. Bryce Kenny with the jump and hits the chalk first. Into the turn we go. Bryce clips the pod. Adam Anderson takes the lead. Gravedigger comes down with a bounce. Final turn. Can Bryce Kenny pull it off? Can he pull it off? He did it. Bryce Kenny has won his first racing competition of the year. Wow, unbelievable. Take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay.
Bryce was nice and smooth all the way around this track. You can see Adam Anderson coming to this last corner, the gray side of the track. He gets real wide, out of shape, has to check up to make sure and get both front tires across the finish line. Unfortunately, that cost him.
18.613. Bryce Kenny's got to be thrilled right now to win the racing competition, beating Adam Anderson. What a bracket for Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. What a start to the night for Bryce Kenny. He has transformed Detroit from Motown USA into Mohawk USA. He is on the track with Leslie Mears. Leslie.
Bryce, you just kept getting faster and kept gaining ground. And so what do you think it was that gave you the advantage there in racing?
Well, I think it was some of the Adam Anderson coaching I might have gotten last weekend. You know, it's funny. He and I were talking a little bit just about going into some of these corners. And he told me something else, too, because a lot of times I look in who is in the other lane. And Adam last weekend, he said, you know, I just try to beat my time every time I go out there. And I kind of forget who's in the other lane. Well, I kind of took that to heart, except I say that. But when that Gravedigger truck is in the, I know it's Adam in that other lane. And I want to get that W. So maybe it was a combination of the two, but this truck has been perfect all year long. It's been fast all year long. It just was up to me to come out here and do my job, and thankfully tonight we did it, man. This Great Clips Mohawk Warrior team felt good to take that W.
Yeah, and it's also good to have bragging rights over your best friend, too.
Thank you, Leslie. Let's take a look at the BKT overall event leaderboard after racing. Bryce Kenny getting 12 points, Adam Anderson with 11, Todd Leduc with 10, Colton with 9, and John Gordon with 8 points. Next up in Detroit was a Great Clip Skills Challenge. In this competition, the drivers could attempt 2 technical maneuvers on 2 wheels or opt to do a donut, and they were judged by fans on creativity, skill, and execution with 12 points up for grabs. Let's take a look back at our top 3 performers. Coming in third, Mark List del Toro Loco with a stoppie into the moonwalk.
Awesome job!
Coming in second, Cynthia Gauthier jumps the log big air and gets a save.
Oh, reverse right away, 1 wheel, boom!
Then finally, take a look at the winning run from Max D's Tom Meents. Oh, into the nose wheelie.
I'm gonna give it to Tom on this one. I really liked he did something different. He goes for some big air into the rebound stoppie.
After his win in the Great Clip Skills Challenge, Leslie Mears caught up with the professor, Tom Meents.
Tom, you pulled a new one out of your bag of tricks there. A little intense. I wondered if you were going to be able to land that stoppie. Is this something you've been developing?
I've had that for a while, but honestly, it's kind of tough to do that cold. To jump that big, jump that far, and to land it like that and be able to get it into a moonwalk and bring it back. It's a lot. You really got to focus. You got to, more than anything, go for it. These Detroit fans are out here, big numbers. They plaqued this place after 3 years. We got to give it to them, that's for sure.
And it doesn't hurt that he picks up some crucial points.
So Tom Meents getting 12 points for his win. He's up to 19 as we take a look at the BKT overall event leaderboard after 2. Adam Anderson sits on top with 20 points. Colton with 16. Mark List, Bryce Kenny, Todd Leduc all tied with 15 points apiece. It's been an exciting first half, but we still have a long way to go in the Motor City. Colton and I will get you caught up here and take a look around the rest of the league when we return with our St. Jude halftime report. Everyone in Monster Jam is proud to be partners with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Become a partner in hope and receive a custom St. Jude Monster Jam This Shirt Saves Lives t-shirt. Text Monster Jam to 785-833 or visit stjude.org/Monster Jam to learn more. We're at the home of the Detroit Lions for round 14 of the 2022 season. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Scott Jordan alongside Cole Stevens. The story so far has to be the three at the top again. Tom Meents, Adam Anderson, Todd Leduc, but on opposite ends of the spectrum here. Tom and Adam now sit 1 and 2 on the overall event leaderboard, and Todd, with a disappointing finish in the Great Clip Skills Challenge, Colt has some catching up to do.
Yeah, Adam comes out almost winning racing, getting some valuable points there and taking an edge over Todd, but he's still got a long ways to go to catch Tom. So he's got to hope that Tom makes a mistake during freestyle if he wants to gain more valuable points.
Let's hear from the 5-time World Finals champion as we head down on the track to Leslie Mears in this UNOH halftime pit report with Adam Anderson.
So Adam, for you, a great first half of this event. Climbing back in, you've got a really fresh truck. It's feeling good. What's it going to take here in freestyle?
I'm going to definitely have to push it a little bit. I tried a little something new in skills. Maybe it bit me a little bit, but at the same time, I don't know where better to try it than somewhere right here like in Detroit. And like I said, freestyle's coming up, and the equipment's great underneath me because of Jeff. Been rocking it out with the wrenches. Now I'm going to have to rock it out with this right foot.
Thank you, Leslie. All right, let's take a look around the league. Cole, big weekend in Monster Jam, 17 events across the country, and we start with Arena Championship Series East in Allentown. Weston Anderson gets another event championship. He makes it 4 out of 5. Dragons Cody Saucier gets one back, but Weston Anderson is the series points leader there, and I think really starting to hit his stride.
That's really awesome, Scott. Cody is a veteran. For Weston Anderson to go out there and start winning championships like he's doing, it's definitely a testament to how great a driver he is.
In Wichita, Kansas, Arena Championship Series West, Brandon Vincent continues to get it done in the West. Another event championship. Now a 61-point lead. Cody's won 7 out of the last 8 events. At what point does it become insurmountable for the rest of the field?
This one really baffles me. I never thought Brandon Vincent would run away with it like he has from Tristan England.
Arena Championship Series Central in Rosemont, Illinois. Elvis Linus gets a win there. Blake Granger gets one on Saturday. Kristen Anderson, though, an off night for her. She only got 15 points, and the Central really starting to heat up again.
Yeah, I'm definitely got my eye on this tour right here. A lot of stuff going on.
Well, your Stadium Championship Series Red, Adam Anderson with the lead, 20 points. Tom Meents, 19. Colton 16. Mark List, Bryce Kenny, Todd Leduc, all with 15 points apiece. In this edition of Monster Jam Lingo, we talk about a move that has really revolutionized the Great Clip Skills Challenge. I'm talking about the nose wheelie, and Colt, it's more or less a move that starts with a mistake and a save, correct?
Yeah, it's a hard move to pull off. It's very technical. You have to get that truck up on its nose and balance it and find that perfect balance point.
Enjoy this very special look at the art of the nose wheelie. The superstars of Monster Jam are always finding new ways to reinvent the sport by executing technical moves that will wow the audience. To help provide you with the understanding and knowledge on how drivers execute these sensational maneuvers, we bring you Monster Jam Lingo. Today, we'll look at the nose wheelie. A nose wheelie is when a driver catches the truck on the front 2 tires and continues moving in a forward motion. So how does a driver pull it off? A nose wheelie is the result of a progression of moves that ideally will start with a popper. A driver will position the truck at the base of a ramp and shift the truck into first gear, hitting the throttle and releasing the brake in order to pop the truck up on its front 2 tires. Once the truck is positioned at a 90-degree angle, the driver hits the brakes and puts the truck into a stoppie, briefly keeping it locked on the front tires. At this point, timing is crucial in order to catch the truck in forward momentum to perform the nose wheelie. The driver will balance consistent throttle rhythm while holding the brake as the main control point, all while moving forward. If the balance point is altered, then the truck would need to be shifted into reverse in order to make a save into a moonwalk. To land the truck within the 20 seconds allotted by the USHRA, the driver will hit the throttle and put the truck back on all 4 BKT tires.
That's what I'm talking about.
With the art of a nose wheelie, this has been Monster Jam Lingo. When we come back, the Superstars of Stadium Championship Series Red will lay it all on the line in the final competition of the night. Freestyle is next. Welcome back to Ford Field for round 14 of Monster Jam. Let's talk about the track as we get into freestyle. We know every city we go to, the dirt is local. So here in Detroit, when I was walking it earlier, a little rocky out there, a little slick. How is that going to come into play with freestyle?
Yeah, it can definitely affect these drivers when it comes to freestyle because the track's going to kind of break up a little bit. We saw in racing the marbles kind of move off the top layer, make it a little bit tacky underneath. So the track's going to change a little bit, especially on the areas the trucks haven't really driven on much yet. The other thing that we noticed was, just like Adam said, it's very steep out there. There's a lot of big jumps, a lot of what we call cups in the ramp, so we should see some huge air.
As Bryce Kenny makes his way on the track, let's check in with Leslie.
Bryce has been doing a lot of thinking and visualizing this week to prepare for this event. He said one thing that he was doing is he was visualizing what it felt like in midair with the weightlessness of the jump, because that's where you have the most fun. And he's hoping that mindset will help him here in freestyle.
Thank you, Leslie. So Bryce Kenny's got some work to do for the event championship. Started the night with a racing win. Disappointing finish, the Great Clip Skills Challenge for him. Still in it, though. Comes in 5 points off Adam Anderson's pace with 15. So he would need to do really well here, which he can, and need a little bit of help. But Bryce Kenny with a big racing win to start the night. Guinness World Record holder out of Kernersville, North Carolina.
Here we go, finally working his way to the center. Bryce kind of been sticking around to the outside of this track so far. Hasn't really crossed the center too much. Kind of do a little crawl around there, right through that center race lane. Here we go. Finally some big air, did a whole 1-2 shift. Right across the center, threading the needle right in between the step up and the jammer.
Just keeps the momentum. He's going to turn it to the right now, and he is going to try for the backflip. Bryce Kenny sends the truck. He's got a big air right on the back left tire. Well, he hits the backflip. Crowd goes nuts. Side slap coming off the back
jams it in there right into a wheelie over backwards.
Throwing it down. Bryce Kenny. Huge backflip. Take us to the super glue. Glue to the action replay.
Truck rotates a little off kilter, lands hard on that left rear, and you can see the rear lines on that truck, the hydraulic rear steering rams, the lines blow off of that. That's just a lot of pressure on that rear end whenever he lands like that.
8.537. Next up in freestyle, Todd Leduc, Blue Thunder, 2-time World Finals champion. And Todd also comes in with 15 points, so he still has a shot at the event championship. Right now, got to be worried about making up some series points.
Lots of speed, lots of momentum.
Yeah, Todd Leduc working these race lanes right now. And Todd's a 3-time series champion. He just missed out on the Stadium Series Championship in 2021. Does not want to falter again.
So he's kind of getting in a rut here, Scott. He's done the same jump twice now, staying around the outside. Needs to move in. There we go, moving to the inside.
Works in off the center. Big Leduc leap onto the center pod.
Keep her going, keep her going.
Beautiful technique there. Todd Leduc brake checking at the right time. Gets a wheelie on the backside. Now again, gray race lane for Blue Thunder, whipping it around the track.
Man, they push those race lanes up, but they're not very steep, not able to get a lot of big air off of them. Oh, wow.
Look at the jump there from Todd Leduc. He comes off wobbly.
Gathers her back up.
Less than 30 seconds to go. The 8-pack coming into play.
All right,
for Todd
setting up for another one.
Lines it up, Colt, sends it. Skies the truck.
He's got it.
And he's got it hard on the back left wheel, but he's still going.
Rear steer might be a little tweaked, but that's not going to phase him. Crazy bounce. 9 seconds, Todd. What are you going to do?
Rolling over the cars. He's got time for one more jump.
He's got time for one more big hit. Go for it. Yeah.
Big air jump on that step up. So Todd Leduc lands the 8-pack, and he's going to roll this thing on the save. He's going to roll it after the time expired. Let's take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay.
Nails the 8-pack backflip. Almost over rotates, but it works out for him.
9.291 for Todd Leduc. Next up, Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken. And here comes the 2019 Monster Jam Co-Rookie of the Year.
He's got everybody's attention out of the box. Listen to that. I love it. Wide open, Scott. Come on, buddy.
Got the first stadium freestyle win of his career a few rounds ago in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium.
Spinning it right around, not wasting any time. I'm really liking this so far, Scott. Got me excited.
And Nick Pagliarulo not afraid to do anything on the track, not afraid to push the truck. He knows he'll just fix it later on. Leaning hard to the right side.
That was smart. Truck was leaning. He's like, I'm going to spin around the other way, see if I can get it to level out just a little bit and go huge. Never even lifted all the way through that corner, all the way to the jump.
Now look at the sparks flying underneath the truck.
That's a front brake, Scott.
He's now over by the backflip ramp, does a circle donut, now comes back over to the gray race lane. I like the momentum, now flipping it back around.
Getting after it, buddy.
Onto the onto the step up.
Oh, he's got it. He's got
Save
locked
the
up
night.
planetary, though. Locked up planetary, right front.
That was the save of the night so far, but it did come at a cost.
That's all right. Come on, buddy. Go, go, go. Put that thing on the inside. Spin some of them donuts. Yes, sir.
There
Go,
you
go,
go.
go. My man. Getting squiddy with it. Doesn't care.
You know he would have loved to have added a backflip into that run, though. 10 seconds left on the clock.
I don't care. I think the fans are going to reward him very well for that run. Very excited. Look at him.
Solid run for Nick Pagliarulo. Let's take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay.
Gets up, hits it, lands on the side of the step up, rear steers into it, puts it up on the nose. Great job by Nick.
8.453. Next up in freestyle, El Toro Loco's Mark List. Leslie, what you got on Mark?
Mark's definitely been inspecting the track, and he thinks he's got the trick to find the rhythm here. He said you got to run it like a supercross track with a single and a single, and he said if he can do that and get good rhythm, add a backflip at the end, he's going to be straight.
Right into a stoppie to a
hard on the
moonwalk.
transmission. Totally misses reverse there at first.
That's rare to see a stoppie start your freestyle run.
Yeah, it's a little bit different, and we've already seen skills, Mark.
Up over the car stack goes El Toro Loco. Mark List got off to a red-hot start this season as a series points leader. Has battled truck issues throughout this portion of the series, trying to get things back on track. There's a big air jump, and he's going to bounce hard on the front two BKT tires, but he gets it right back down on all four. Another big jump. Oh, he's going to go right into the 8-pack.
I'm going to be honest with you, that was not a smart move.
He just skied that thing, sent it, reckless abandon, throwing caution to the wind, and Mark List ends up on the side of El Toro Loco. Take us to the super glue to the action replay.
Jesus, take the wheel, jumps all the way across the pad. This is crazy, out of control. Flies right into the 8-pack backflip. Just wads the rear end of that truck up. His crew guy's gonna have a long night ahead of him.
8.303. Cole, what do you think? Jesus, take the wheel. Up next in freestyle, the Professor 12-time World Finals champion Tom Meents in Max D. Tom comes into the competition as the series points leader. And right now he trails Adam Anderson for the overall event lead by 1 point, with Todd Leduc at the top of the freestyle leaderboard. Tom needs to finish better than 5th in freestyle to win the event championship. into the air from Max
yes. D. Oh, something just blew off the rear of that truck. Yep.
Oh, no. Tom Meents is not going to finish the freestyle run, and Cole Tom is not going to hit 30 seconds. He will not get a score. What the heck happened?
Oh, yeah, rear shock is hanging out of that truck right now. Look at that right rear on the truck. He went so big, he blew the coil-over shock out of that truck. Flung the door wide open for Adam Anderson and Todd Leduc.
And Tom Meents was not the only one who struggled during today's wild and wacky freestyle competition. Let's take a look at some of the other lower-performing trucks. Zygon Shaker came out, rolled on the first hit, didn't get a score. Bad Company hit a backside turtle. He would roll and end up in the bottom. Jamie Garner and Overboard rolled on the 8-pack. And finally, Aaron Kane and Jester filled the clock, but the fans did not reward that run. Before we continue freestyle, let's take a look at our current freestyle top 5. Todd Leduc and Blue Thunder has the lead. Bryce Kenny, Grey Cliffs Mohawk Warrior, he is in second. Nick Pagliarulo and Kraken in third. Mark List, El Toro Loco in fourth. And rounding out our current freestyle top 5, Jamie Garner in Overboard. We are just moments away from crowning the overall event champion. Stick around. The conclusion of freestyle is coming up next. Welcome back to Detroit. Before we get back to freestyle, let's take one more look at our current BKT overall event leaderboard coming into this competition. Adam Anderson with 20, Tom Meents with 19, Colton with 16, and Mark List, Bryce Kenny, and Todd Leduc at 15 points apiece. Here comes Colton in Black Pearl. Colton still with a shot at the event championship, came in with 16 points. This is a night where we have seen many recoveries already. We've seen Max D have to get stopped and limped off the track, basically. So a wild night here in Detroit, Colton.
This track is definitely getting the better of some of these drivers so far.
On the step up, vertical sky wheelie. Colton with 2 racing wins on the season, 1 freestyle win, no event championships yet. That can all change tonight, depending on the outcome of this run.
Who's gonna jam it in there?
Great awareness there from Colton. Sending it back around to the backside of that step up, clears it, slap wheelie.
Across the step up, backside step up, and then downsided the race lane, getting a little crooked.
Hitting the step up again, goes over the side.
Crossing it up quite a bit here.
And now Colton going to come into the backflip ramp. He's got some momentum. Here goes Black Pearl.
Executed perfectly.
And he lands it, and he's got the walk the plank backflip. He's got it, and he turned it around all the way across.
Oh, ripped the whole front wheel off.
Whoa.
It's gone.
It is gone.
It is gone.
Let's take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay. What a run.
Spins around, sets up for the backflip. Great execution right here. Again, Cole comes up short, makes a mistake, but he uses that to his advantage just like always. Right into a walk the plank, and he rides it across the floor.
So the score for Black Pearl, 9.379. He is the new leader. Next up, Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer.
Off the jammer.
Slap wheelie
Slap
time.
wheelie, come on.
Oh, she goes too far.
Truck rotates to the left too much. She's got some smoke coming out of that right side of her motor, looks like. Backside race lane.
Nice air there for Lucas Stabilizer. Sticks the landing now on all 4 BKT tires. Does have to adjust to get around Overboard. Comes back strong.
Go. Gonna come up short, Scott.
She is gonna come up short, and she saves it.
Nice job, Cynthia. Nice job.
Great awareness for Cynthia Gauthier. Those back 2 BKTs flipped up.
All right, time for a backflip. 18 seconds. She's got to back up.
She's gonna lose some momentum here.
15,
she's got to back it up.
14. Oh, time is ticking down. 10
Austin
seconds.
Powers turns
Is she
for
gonna
Lucas
make
Stabilizer. And she sends it, she skies it. And she will land the backflip.
Come on, girl, get it.
One more jump. Donut time.
Great job, Cynthia. Great job. Nice work.
Take us to the super glue. Glue to the action replay.
All right, she comes up Has trouble getting to the backflip, but once she gets around to it, sets it up perfect. Excellent execution all the way back down to all 4 BKT tires.
9.560. Cynthia Gauthier getting it done. She's a new leader. And here comes the 5-time World Finals champion, Adam Anderson and Gravedigger. So Adam Anderson needs to finish 4th or better in freestyle to beat.
Oh no, he is shut off, Scott. He is not happy. You can see him flailing around in there.
We got Jeff Sand, who doesn't know what the heck is going on. Leslie, what happened to Gravedigger?
The right rear is like leaned in, and so was said it's a spindle.
Oh yeah, you see it clear as day on TV.
Thank you, Leslie. Well, Adam Anderson unable to compete in freestyle. That means your freestyle winner is Cynthia Gauthier in Lucas Stabilizer. What a run from Cynthia Gauthier. Let's take a look at our freestyle top 5 leaderboard. She is going to win this, coming in second. Colton in the Black Pearl with the walk to plank. Todd Leduc, Blue Thunder finishes 3rd. Bryce Kenny, Grey Clips, Mohawk Warrior in 4th. And Nick Pagliarulo and Kraken rounding out the top 5. What a run for Cynthia Gauthier. She is on the track. We go downstairs with Leslie Mears.
Cynthia, there were just so many wow moments in your run. How were you able to keep it together and keep going?
It is hard because every weekend I always finish 2 or even I win, so you're always going last. So it's tricky because you see everybody going before you, and I saw so many crash. I was like, I need to stay, film my time, maybe get those wow moments, and I had that cool save, and I was okay. Now we're all in. Let's do it.
Cynthia Gauthier getting 12 points with a freestyle win as we take a look at our final BKT overall event leaderboard. Colton, the star of the night, 27 points for him. Cynthia finishes in second. Todd Leduc with 25. Bryce Kenny 24. Mark List and Tom Meents with 22 points. But let's go back downstairs on the track. Leslie Mears is with her overall event champion, Colton.
So what's better tonight, winning the overall event championship or pulling off the walk the plank?
Oh my gosh, we've been trying all year to get Walk the Plank, and we did it. Tonight in Detroit, it was a packed house, sold out, and what better place to do it than right here for these great fans.
Guys, he's going to be flying high tonight fixing this truck.
Thank you, Leslie. Just a crazy night here in Detroit. I mean, rollover after rollover in freestyle. Bryce Kenny wins racing. Cynthia wins freestyle. Colton wins the event championship. But Tom Meents, Adam Anderson do not get a score in freestyle. That allows Todd Leduc to gain some ground. So going into next round, Tom now with just a 10-point lead over Todd. What happens in round 15?
Man, this is crazy. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. This tour has been all over the place so far. It's been wild and crazy here in Detroit. I can't believe we have another night here.
We will be right back here at Ford Field for one more round, so make sure you join us. For Colt Stevens and Leslie Mears, I'm Scott Jordan. Good night. We'll see you next time on Monster Jam.